After seeing these three words, everyone's expressions turned to astonishment.
I drew the liar.
Kiyashaya said slowly.
But whether this card is revealed or not doesn't matter, because it's not important at all.
He picked up the card and casually tossed it to the center of the table.
If I'm not mistaken, every one of you has the liar in your hands.
After hearing this, no one moved. After a while, Officer Lee finally spoke up.
So, you're saying that everyone just lied?
Exactly.
Kiyashia nodded.
You're all smarter than I thought. Each of you added a small lie to your story, making it completely plausible without affecting the logical flow of the narrative.
Officer Lee pondered for a moment, as if he had also realized something.
If what you're saying is true,
Officer Lee sighed meaningfully.
the problem becomes even more troublesome.
Everyone turned to look at Officer Lee, not understanding what he meant. Officer Lee continued.
According to the rules, only if all of us have chosen the liar can we survive together. But in that case, the liar loses. So
Dr. Zhao was the first to understand Officer Lee's implication.
You're saying we can vote freely because everyone is lying, making this a guaranteed win game, and only the person voted for will die.
Exactly.
Officer Lee nodded.
The optimal strategy now is to concentrate all the votes on one person, minimizing the loss, as the rest of us can survive.
His words once again plunged the atmosphere into deep tension, while the goat-headed figure remained motionless. So, they were just voting to have one person die? Kiyashai sighed helplessly and said to Officer Lee.
Officer, is interrupting others your hobby? Does it give you a sense of accomplishment?
What are you talking about?
Officer Lee frowned in response.
Aren't I helping to strategize?
I don't need your help.
Kisha replied without hesitation.
Your idea will get everyone killed.
What?
Officer Lee was stunned.
Why would I get everyone killed? Isn't what I said correct? If everyone is lying, wouldn't any vote be valid? Officer Lee, the goat-headed figure said, the rules are absolute, and there is only one liar. Do you remember that?
Officer Lee paused slightly, recalling that the goat-headed figure had indeed said those two things.
Let me clarify the situation for everyone,
Kiaya said coldly.
In this game, it seems like the liar has a great advantage because everyone feels like they're about to win. But if we vote carelessly, we will all end up dead.
Kiao Jiajian, sitting next to Kisha, touched his tattooed arm and muttered to himself.
Because we broke the rules.
Exactly.
Kiyashia nodded.
But the interesting part of this game is that we can deduce whether the other person is lying, as Lawyer Zhang said. We can only infer based on whether our experiences contradict each other, but we're not from the same region. Even if the events are contradictory, there's number 100% certainty that the other person is lying. Shaya glanced at the contemplative group and continued. The host specifically chose the 9 of us to sit here for a reason. He wants us to find flaws in seemingly interconnected stories, thinking we're clever. But is that really correct? How can we be sure that the other person is definitely lying?
Kiaya sneered.
In this game, the only liar we can confirm with 100% certainty from the known clues